Hi everyone. Thank you for being here to practice with me today. Our focus today is going to be on our hips. So we'll be working on some pretty deep hip openers. And throughout the practice, you might find some emotions coming up, frustration, anger even, or sadness. And you might have heard other teachers talk about storing emotions in our hips. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about that before we get into our practice. It can kind of be a confusing statement when you hear that. And it's not that you get angry or upset with someone, you take that emotion, you pack it down in there, but rather because there can be a lot of tension in our muscles, as we begin to release that physical tension, it can transform into release of emotional tension or frustration, difficulty, things like that. And it's just that interlocking of the physical with the emotional that can come up a lot when we work on the hips. So keep that in mind as we move through the practice today and just notice what's going on for you. You can always modify any movements. I have some blocks with me today, so if you have blocks available, go ahead and grab them. And we'll get started laying on our backs in Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees come out wide, and slowly lower all the way down, bringing your head onto the floor. Begin to lengthen out through the spine and settle in. Start to allow your mind to quiet and begin to deepen your breath. You might place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Just connect a little deeper to that movement of the breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Hold your breath at the very top. And exhale, let it go through your mouth. Again, inhale. Hold the breath. Notice if you're feeling tightness through your hip flexors. As you exhale, try to let those muscles relax. One more time like that. Deep breath in. Hold. Exhale through the mouth. Let everything get soft. And from here on out, we'll breathe in and out through the nose. Using that movement of the breath, the sound of the breath to help focus your mind and move out of your thoughts. Good. If your eyes are closed, you can gently blink them open, gaze up towards the ceiling. And on your next inhale, reach both arms straight up. Grab onto opposite elbows and then exhale, press your arms back over your head. Try to let your shoulder blades stay in contact with your mat and your low ribs in. Inhale, reach your arms straight up. Exhale, press back. And one more time, inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, press the arms back overhead, and we'll hold here for 2 full breaths. So start to notice if you're feeling a lot of pull and tightness through your hip flexors or through your shoulders now that we've started to open up through the shoulders as well. See if you can allow those muscles to let go. Good. From here, on your inhale, release the hold of the elbows, bring your arms, out to the outer edges of your legs and pull your knees in towards each other. Good. Flatten that low back down into the mat and draw your knees in towards your chest. Take a little rock side to side. Keep a hold of your right shin, extend your left leg long on the floor. See if you can draw your right knee in a little bit closer. Left hand to the outside of the leg and take a twist as you reach your right arm straight open. And a deep breath in. And as you exhale, deepen into your twist. Let that knee soften towards the floor. You can turn your gaze to look out over the right shoulder. Notice if you're feeling tension through your outer hip crease. Try to let those muscles Open up, releasing the tension. Inhale, come back through center. Pull your left knee up to meet your right. Hold onto your left shin and extend your right leg long on your mat. Hollowing out that belly. See if you can pull your left knee in a little closer to the chest, right hand to the outside of your knee. Exhale, pull your knee across for the twist as your left arm lengthens. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, turn your chest towards the ceiling. Sink deeper into your twist. Maybe turn your gaze over towards the left. Settle in. Inhale, pull that left knee back through center. Go ahead and bring your right knee up to meet the left, and then plant both feet down, hips distance apart on your mat. Extend your right leg long, point your toes, and we're going to begin to take some leg circles here, straight leg circles. So send your leg out to the right. Exhale, lift your toes all the way up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lower and open out to the right. Exhale, circle it up 2 more times. All the way open. Squeeze and lift to the top. Last one, lower the leg, open to the right, and lift up. From here, bend your right knee and cross your right ankle over the left thigh for figure 4. Go ahead and float your left toes up off the mat if you like, and bring your hands behind your left knee. You can press that right knee wide with your right elbow. Keeping your right toes flexed, pull the toes back towards your shin bone. And breathe into that hip crease. Try to allow yourself to find some more space as you keep pushing your right knee open. Good. From here, keeping the figure 4 shape, you're going to lift and straighten your left toes towards the ceiling. Keep pressing your right knee open. If you're holding behind the left leg, bring your arms down alongside you, and then go ahead and flex your left foot heel to the ceiling. From here, as you inhale, begin to press your right knee forward to lower that left leg. Keep the low back firmly planted on the mat. Exhale, now engage through the left quadricep to lift that leg straight back up. Inhale, press the right knee open to lower the left leg. Shoulders and low back stay on the mat. Exhale, squeeze through the left thigh, lift it up. One more time. Inhale, press the right knee. Push that left leg down. Exhale, pull the left leg back up. Good. Bend your left knee, uncross your right ankle, plant your feet back on the mat, and just drop your knees side to side, release. Good. Coming back through center, keep your right foot planted, extend the left toe straight forward. We'll take it into circles. Inhale, open the leg to the right, and exhale all the way up. Good. Inhale, leg lowers and opens. Exhale to circle and lift the leg. Good. All the way around. Just keep that leg as straight as you can. One more time. And then stay at the top, bending your knee, cross the ankle over that right thigh. Float the right toes up and maybe grab on behind your right knee, pressing the left knee open with your left elbow, figure 4. Good. Pull those left toes back towards your shin bone. Breathing into that hip crease. And so when I say that, just in your mind, thinking about your breath expanding through that leg, allowing more space to be available in your hip crease. On your next inhale, straighten out that right leg. Kick your heel to the ceiling. Bring your hands along beside you, palms down. Good. One more breath here. And then as you inhale, press your left knee forward to lower that right leg down. Core engages. Exhale, pull the right leg back up, resisting with your left thigh. Good. Inhale, press that left knee towards the floor. Let the right leg float down. And exhale, pull that right leg back up. One more time. Press that left knee open. And exhale to lift. Good. Bend your right knee, uncross the left ankle, plant the feet, and gently rock the legs side to side. Go ahead and pull both knees in towards your chest. Hold on either behind the knees or around your shins. And take a slow rock forward and back. Come all the way up to seated. Good. So we're going to come into Sukhasana, but instead of crossing higher up so that the knees are closer together, I want you to cross a little bit lower, closer towards the ankles, and keeping your feet right underneath the knees as much as possible. Press down into the sit bones, pull that low belly in. Hands just rest gently on your knees. Drop your shoulder blades and lengthen through the spine. Close the eyes and take 3 rounds of breath here. Notice if you're squeezing through the outer hip creases, try to allow those muscles to soften. Tell yourself that you're sitting comfortably. Let all that tension go. Good. From here, if your right leg is not in front, we're going to go ahead and bring that right leg forward. And you're going to hold on either to the foot and the knee or behind your calf. You're going to pull that right knee in towards you as much as you can. Keep the left leg open. And we're going to cradle that leg. So if you're holding onto the knee and the foot, you can even take it a little bit deeper by bringing the leg right into the elbows. Take a little side to side action here. Be careful not to let the foot sickle. So you want to keep that foot flexed, pull the toes back towards the shin bone like we did with figure 4, and then lift up a little bit more. Keep that chest wide, lifting tall through the spine. And again, it might look like this with the arms underneath the calf. Good, one more breath here. And we're going to gently lower that right leg on top of the left, the edge of the foot coming to the top of your left knee. You might have a really big space between your right knee and your left foot. That's okay. Start to shift forward a little bit more towards the pubic bone. And gently place your right hand on top of the right knee. Start to allow that knee to settle closer towards the floor. You could grab a block here and slide it underneath so that you can allow the hip flexors the ability to release when the knee is supported. Good. 2 more breaths here. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale with a flat spine, begin to hinge forward just a couple of inches. See if you can get that knee to come closer to the foot. Again, inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, little forward fold. Good. Inhale, rise all the way back up. And gently lower that right leg down to the ground. Okay, go ahead and switch the cross of the leg, so left leg is forward now. Hold on to that leg, either foot and knee or arms underneath the calf. Pull the leg in towards you, and then cradling your leg, lift up tall, keep the spine nice and long. Take a little side to side action, opening up through the hip crease. Good. Notice if the top of your foot is trying to bend towards your arm. Keep the foot flexed. Kick your heel into the arm. Good, one more breath here. And then gently go ahead and lower that leg down, foot on top of the knee. Don't worry if there's a huge space here. Grab a block if you need to. And just start to release. Let that hip crease soften. You can even bring your hand into the hip. So just give it a little bit of extra reminding that it's okay to let go. Good. Keep your chest broad, lift up through the top of the head. Deep inhale. Start to sink forward towards the pubic bone, out of the tailbone. As you exhale, little forward fold. Just a few inches. Good. Keep that foot flexed. Inhale. Exhale, hinge into it. Inhale, come all the way up. And gently slide that shin down. We're going to extend the legs straight here. Go ahead and shake it out. And then find a comfortable seat. Move the flesh of the buttocks away. push down into the sit bones as you pull your toes back towards you. Take a deep breath in as you root your arms up alongside the ears. And exhale, hinge forward, hands to your shin, ankles, or feet. Paschimottanasana, forward. Just one full breath here. Inhale. Exhale, soften, stretch out through the hamstrings. And inhale, rise all the way back up. Good, one more time. Exhale, hinge. One full breath, inhale. Exhale, melt your heart towards your legs. And inhale, rise. Exhale, hands come alongside you. Go ahead and open the legs out towards a straddle. Just wherever you're comfortable, you don't have to overextend. On an inhale, lift your right arm up alongside your ear. And exhale, side bend over towards your toes. Good, now notice, are you clenching through that hip crease? Try to let it open up, releasing those muscles, even if that means that you don't bend as far to the side. And maybe turn your gaze up towards the ceiling, just one more breath. And exhale, rise. Good, inhale, left fingertips up. Exhale, reach it up and over. So noticing what's happening in your body and modifying to adjust to what works for you, moving within your range of motion, is what's most important here. Even if that means that your shape looks slightly different, it's more important for you to be safe in the posture and to get the most out of it for your body. Good, last inhale, and exhale, rise. Hold on behind your knees, pull your feet in towards the center of your mat. We're gonna come into Malasana, yogi squat. So hands behind you. You're gonna step those feet about 1.5 feet apart or so. If this is not comfortable for you yet, you can grab your block and bring that underneath you so that you can sit on that block. Try to get those heels down on the ground. You're gonna start to snuggle the arms inside the legs. Good. So block or no block. If you're not using a block, try to press up a little bit with your glutes so that you're not just dumping here. Keep the legs active. We're gonna take 3 rounds of breath here. So inhale for a count of 4. Here we go. Deep breath in, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the exhale. 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale slow. Hold at the bottom. Last time, inhale. Hold. Exhale slow. Hold. Good. Now take a deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Go ahead and gaze forward, bring your fingertips to the floor. And you're gonna start to straighten out those legs, turn your heels back so the feet are now straight. And take a forward fold. Release the top of the head towards your mat. Lengthen the spine. And one more breath. On an inhale, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Go ahead and step the feet together. You're going to come to the top of your mat. Bring your heels and toes to touch, lengthening your tailbone. Inhale, circle your arms, gaze up. And exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthening halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, circle the arms out and up, root to rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Again, inhale, sweep those arms out and up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lengthen out halfway. As you exhale, step your right leg straight back, coming into a lunge. Now this is where you might want to grab those blocks. You can take them at any level. Good. Send your heart forward, press back through that right heel, and plug your left hip crease back. Okay, from here, you're gonna heel toe that your left foot open to the left slightly, bringing your left hand to the inside of the foot, and then bend down into that back knee. Bring the top of the foot to the floor, plant your right palm and take your left hand to the inner left thigh. Begin to open that knee gently to the side, coming up onto the outer edge of the foot. And it's really not a pressure with your hand, just guiding that knee open. Stretch out through the hip crease. Good. Bring your hand to the outside of your knee and plant the foot back down. Heel toe the foot in towards the center of the mat. From here, bring your hands on top of the thigh and press away. Anjaneyasana. Good. Stretching out through that back quad. We're moving into half splits next. Take an inhale. Maybe grab the blocks if you'd like. Exhale, hinge back, lifting your front toes towards the ceiling. Stretch out through your quad. Good. Bring it forward, bend into the front knee. Again, exhale, hinge back, half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. And send it forward. One more time. Sink back. Pressing that front heel down into the mat. Pull the toes towards you. And bring it forward. Good. Option to stay here. If you'd like to take a little bit of a deeper stretch in that back leg. Tuck the toes, send the leg back just another centimeter so that you're off of the kneecap. And then bend the knee, pull the heel in towards your glutes. Maybe that's enough. If you'd like to add on, you could reach your left arm forward, sweep it back and grab onto the ankle. Good, one more deep breath. And exhale, gently release. And bring your left hand forward back to the inside of the leg. Go ahead and heel toe that foot open to the left. Tuck your back toes and lift your knee up off the mat. From here, you can stay here in your low lunge or move into lizard pose. Coming down maybe to one forearm or both. Keep sending your heart forward. Widen through your collarbones, keeping that chest open. Try to squeeze that left knee in towards your arm. Keep your right thigh pressing up towards the ceiling. Kick back through the heel. One more breath. Good. Plant your palms. Come back up to your lunge. Heel toe the foot back towards the middle. Take your left hand to the outside of the foot. Step back, plank pose. Good. Heart forward. Kick back through your heels. Deep breath in. Exhale, hips up and back for our first downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal out the legs. Lift those sit bones high, deep inhale. Exhale to release. Inhale, shift forward, plank pose. Good. From here, pull your left knee in towards your chest. Step the foot between your hands. Deep breath in. And exhale, step the right leg up to meet the left. Inhale, lengthen out halfway. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, circle the arms, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good. Second side. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, step your left leg back. Good. Hold here. Go ahead and heel toe that foot open, bringing your right hand to the inside of the foot. Bring that left knee down, top of the foot presses into the ground. Come up to your fingertips, and then bring your right hand to the inside of that knee. Open up through the hip. Again, there's not pressure. You're not forcing the knee open. Your hand is just gently guiding the direction for it to go in. Keeping your back leg active, pulling your kneecap up towards your quad so you can feel that muscle engage. One more breath. Good, bring your hand back to the outside of the knee. Gently guide your knee forward, plant the foot down. You're gonna heel toe that foot back to the middle of the mat and come on up. Anjaneyasana, hands on the thigh. Scissor action in the legs here. So front hip pulls back, back hip pulls forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, hinge back, half splits, toes towards the ceiling, heart forward. Inhale, shift it forward, bend. Exhale, send it back, toes lift. Stretch out through that right hamstring. Inhale, forward. And exhale, press it back, toes lift. Good, last time, come forward. Option to stay here or tuck the back toes, scoot that knee back just ever so slightly, and then maybe pull that heel up towards your glutes. Good, if you'd like, reach your right arm forward and maybe circle it around, see if you can grab for that ankle, pulling the heel in a little bit closer, stretching out through the quad. Good, keeping the heart forward, shoulders open, and exhale, gently release. Good, bring that right hand to the inside of the right foot in, scooch that foot open, plant your palms, tuck the back toes, and lift your knee. Good, option to stay here, come down for lizard pose, maybe one forearm, maybe both. Notice if your knee is starting to poke out to the side, pull that knee in closer towards your arm, squeeze the inner thigh in. Good, heart forward, press back through your back leg. Try to soften through the face. And last breath. Press back into the palms, come on up. Take your right hand to the outside of that right foot, heel toe the foot in, and step it back, plank pose. Deep inhale. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal it out. Good, inhale, shift forward, kick back through your heels, plank. Exhale, right knee squeezes in, step the foot, high lunge. Exhale, pull the back knee up, step the feet together. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold in Uttanasana. Inhale, circle the arms out and up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Surya Namaskar A. We're gonna move faster now. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or hop back, moving into your first chaturanga, elbows bend. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, heels high, bend the knees. Exhale, gaze forward, step on up. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, circle the arms, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Moving with the breath, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms, step or hop it back. Move through your vinyasa, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, coming into downward facing dog. Good, 2 rounds of breath. Lift those sit bones high, let the heels melt to the ground. Good, spin the arms forward, biceps towards the front of the room, triceps wrap back. Inhale, lift your right leg, point your toes. Exhale, pull your knee in towards your chest, shift forward and step the foot between your hands. Good, from here, spin the back foot flat, rise up, warrior 2. Settle in for a breath. Take an inhale. Exhale, hinge forward, come on down, side angle pose. Good, opening the chest, gaze up or look down if that's easier on the neck. If you'd like, take it into an extended side angle, reaching that top arm up and over. Good, from here, gaze down at that right toe. Bring your left hand down to the inside of the foot, start to turn towards the front and drop down onto the left heel, onto the right heel, lift the left toes, low lunge. If this is too much, you just come down as low as you're able to. Good, one more breath. You're gonna move it over, bend into that left knee, lift the right toes. Good, one more time, each direction, over to the right. Maybe this time you try it without hands on the ground. Sink into those legs. Good, from here, we're gonna turn to the left. Plant your back heel and rise up, warrior two. Good, readjust if you need to. Hold for a breath, inhale. Exhale, settle in. Inhale. And exhale, come on down, side angle pose. And maybe take it into your extended side angle with that top arm up and over. Soften through the shoulders. Press into the outer edge of your back foot. One more breath. And then bring that right hand down. Come back into that low lunge. Turn your left toes forward. Lift the right toes up towards the ceiling. Just once, over to the right. Maybe challenge yourself and try to keep those hands off the ground. And then we're going to come into center. Open the toes outward. Bring your hands on your knees for goddess pose. Woo! Find your balance. Drop the tailbone. Deep breath in. Good. Exhale, drop the right shoulder. Take a twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, left shoulder drops. Inhale, center. And hold. See if you can drop a little lower. Drop that tailbone straight down and press the knees back. Good. Inhale, straighten the legs. Bring your hands to your hips and turn your toes inward now. So we're going to move into Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. You might want to grab a block to set in the middle if you can't reach your hands to the floor when you fold. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, settle in. Go ahead and open your arms wide like airplane wings. Reach out through the fingertips. And exhale, hinge forward with a flat spine. Good. For this, from here, we're going to take a twist. So you might have that block in front of you on either level. You're going to drop your left hand down, and you want to make an equilateral triangle from your toes to your hand. So you're not too close, just right there in the center, and then shift your weight forward so that your shoulder stacks over your wrist. Now your right arm is going to reach up and open. Turn your heart towards the side. Careful not to throw that arm back. Keep the shoulders aligned. The top of the head reaches forward, belly in, one more breath. And exhale, turn towards center, switch hands. Plant down through the right hand, lifting your left arm up. And pull the tip of your shoulder blade down towards your waist. And open the heart. Keeping your right shoulder stacked over the wrist. One more breath. Exhale, back through center. Good, take an inhale, come to the fingertips. And exhale, melt your heart down. Maybe now you can bring your hands all the way to the floor. Notice if you're clenching or squeezing through those hip flexors. Try to let that hip crease release. If you have a tripod headstand and you'd like to come into that for a few breaths, go ahead and take that. If your head isn't reaching the ground yet, see if you can shift your weight forward towards the big toes a little bit more and bend a little deeper from the hip crease. Good. If you're in your headstand, go ahead and slowly come on down, plant your feet back on the floor. Inhale, rise all the way up. Nice flat spine, bend your knees and step the feet together. Okay, come up to the top of your mat. Hands stay on your hips. Press down evenly. Feel yourself grounded here. And then we're going to balance on the left leg. Bend the right knee and lift the leg. You can keep the foot flexed and try to keep the pelvis as even as possible. Good. Exhale, start to press your right knee open to the right. Squeeze the glutes. Wrap that glute muscle underneath your thigh. And inhale, pull the knee back to center. Again, exhale, press your knee open. Inhale, draw it back to center. Stay focused on one point in front of you. Exhale, press the knee open. Now this time, go ahead and pull your heel in towards you, grab onto the ankle and coming into tree pose, Vrikshasana. Good, hands to heart center if you're able to. Maybe you want to reach those arms all the way up and open. Drop the shoulder blades, lengthen your tailbone and root down into the left heel and big toe mound. Good, last breath. From here, keep your arms reaching up. Pull your right knee forward. Step the foot down to meet the left. Take an inhale and bend your knees, sit low, chair pose. Good, exhale to stand. Inhale, this time circle the arms back, sit low, reaching up, chair pose. Exhale, lift one more time. Inhale, circle the arms. Holding your chair pose, bring the palms to touch, hands to heart center. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, twist to your right, maybe hooking your left elbow on the outside of that right knee and pull your left knee back in line with the right. Drop the sit bones. Press the palms together, stay here, or maybe you'd like to open up the arms. Gaze can be up towards the ceiling if that's too much strain on the neck, just to the side or down at your feet. Last breath. If the arms are open, palms touch, unwind, and rise to stand. Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good, we're not quite done yet. Go ahead and lift that right knee again. Open the knee as you cross your ankle on top of that left thigh. So the knee is pressing open like figure four. Good, now from here, you're gonna start to bend into that left knee, sitting back like chair pose. Maybe you hinge your heart forward and bring your arms in front of your leg to hook your toes around your left tricep. Bend a little deeper, getting deep into that right hip crease. If it's not possible to get your hands to the floor yet, stay a little bit more upright with hands at heart center, or bring your fingers down to the blocks. And if you have flying pigeon and you'd like to go ahead and move into that, you could take a moment here to practice. Keep sending your heart forward, pressing that shin bone into the backs of your arms. One more breath. Good, and slowly rise up, take your time. Good, step your right leg down, shake it out. Good, hands to hips, deep breath. Plant down into that right foot, lift the left knee. Flex your toes, pull your toes towards your shin, keep your pelvis level as you exhale, press the knee to the left. Inhale, come back through center. Good, finding your balance, exhale, whoop, press your knee open. If you lose your balance, you just come right back to it. Inhale, center. Good, last time, exhale, press the knee open. Pull your heel in towards your right leg and then reach down, grab the ankle. Taking your foot to your inner thigh, tree pose. Good, press your foot into the inner thigh back against the foot. Hands to heart center. Or maybe the arms reach all the way up and overhead. Keep that outer hip engaged. Push the inner thigh against the foot. Last breath. Keep the arms lifted. Send your knee forward and then step the left foot down. Inhale, sit low, chair pose. Exhale, rise. Inhale, circle the arms back and then overhead chair. Exhale to stand. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way around, chair pose. Bring your palms to touch, hands to heart center. Inhale. And exhale, twist to the left, hooking that right elbow to the outer side of the left thigh. Pull that right knee back in line with the left. Good. Drop the sit bones down a little deeper. Maybe you open the arms. Finding your gaze either up towards the fingertips, straight to the side, or down at your toes. Settle in. If your arms are open, go ahead and bring the palms back together. Exhale, unwind to center. Inhale, reach the arms up, stand Tadasana. Exhale, hands to your heart. Plant back down into that right foot. Lift your left knee. Crossing the ankle over the right thigh, knee opens like figure four, and start to sit low like chair. Belly in, press the sit bones back. Maybe you stay here, maybe you can hinge forward and bring the arms in front of the leg. Scoot that leg up a little bit. Flex your toes like crazy. Squeeze into your arm. Maybe you plant the palms and maybe you work into your flying pigeon here. Notice if the elbows are starting to pop open, pull the elbows straight back like chaturanga. Good, one more breath. And then gently come on up. Keep the balance, step the foot down. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, interlace your fingers, point your fingers to the sky. Exhale, side bend over to the right, crescent moon, excuse me. Inhale, lift. Exhale, up and over to the left side bend. Good, inhale back through center, and exhale, hands to your heart. On an inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, step or float it back, moving through your vinyasa. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra on your inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, inhale, send your right leg back, point your toes. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, knee to right tricep, tap it up. Inhale, send the leg back. Exhale, knee across to the left, tap. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, hold here. Send the heart forward. Squeeze that leg in close. 3, 2, 1. Set the leg down behind your wrist for pigeon pose. Scoot that left leg back, bring the top of your foot to the floor. And go ahead and lift up onto your fingertips. If you find that there's a really big space from your hip to the ground, slide your block underneath there to support. We're going to stay upright today. Widen the chest. Pull the bottom ribs together so you're not dumping into the low back. And either stay here or maybe bend your left knee, pulling the heel in close. You could take your left arm back and bring that foot into the elbow for a mermaid pose, or if you are working on king pigeon and you'd like to work on that with a flipped grip. Take a few breaths wherever you're at. If you're holding that back leg, gently let it come back down to the ground. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, settle in. Tuck the back toes. Push the floor away as you send the right leg all the way back, three-legged dog. Go ahead and bend your knee. Take some circles with that leg, both directions. And then extend your leg long. Step the foot down, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, left leg lifts, point the toes up. Exhale, knee to nose, shift it forward. Inhale, send the leg back. Exhale, knee to left tricep, tap. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, knee to the right, tap. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to nose, hold. Pull that leg up close to the body. Send your heart forward, press the floor away. 3, 2, 1. Bring your shin behind your wrists, coming into pigeon pose. Staying upright, settle in. Your shin does not have to be parallel to the front edge of your mat. That's going to depend on how much external rotation you have in that hip joint. Good. Maybe you want to bend that back knee, pull the leg in close. Maybe grab onto the foot with your right hand, taking it for mermaid. Maybe you're working on flipping the grip for king pigeon. So if you're doing that, you're going to want to take your right thumb to the inside of the foot and then grab the outer edge towards your pinky toe. Start to pull that knee close as you bring your elbow in towards your head. All right, hang out for one more breath, and then you're gently gonna release that back leg. Settle into your pigeon. Press down into the palms, tuck the back toe, lifting your knee. Push the floor away as you come into three-legged dog. Bending your left knee, take some circles with that hip. Go in both directions. And then send the leg long. Go ahead and step the foot down, downward facing dog. Take 2 full rounds of breath here in your down dog. Good. From here, you're going to shift forward towards plank and then bend your knees, coming into a child's pose. Big toes together. Send the hips back and drop your forehead to the mat. On your next inhale, shift forward tabletop. Bring the knees in. And go ahead and sweep the legs to one side. Come to seated. Okay, from here, you know what? Let's do a boat pose. Just a little bit of core work before we go into our last hip opener. So hold on behind your legs. Go ahead and rock back. Lift those toes up off the floor. Reach the arms forward. Now here, try to focus on your core rather than the hip flexors. See if you can move that conscious effort and work to your abdominals. Hold for one more breath. Inhale, lower, lengthen the legs. Hold in Ardha Navasana. Good. Exhale, lift. Maybe straighten out those legs. One more time. Inhale, lower, and hold. Exhale, lift. Balance. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring your feet all the way back down. So scoot forward a little bit, lengthen the spine, and from here, you are gonna hold on behind your right knee. I'm gonna turn this way. You're gonna cross your ankle over the left thigh. Let me switch. All right, so we're in a seated figure 4 position. We're gonna take a twist now. So bring your left fingertips behind you, right arm reaches up, deep breath in. Exhale, turn, and you're gonna see if you can bring the back of your arm into the sole of your foot. Okay, so from here, you're pressing your arm back into the foot, foot pushes into the arm. Deep breath. If you're working on some arm balances, this is a great way to start to open up the hip and get that understanding of the connection of the arm to the back of the arm to the foot before you're putting pressure on the hands and the wrists. So grasshopper pose. We're in the same position on our hands. One more deep breath. And exhale, release, unwind. Go ahead and plant your foot back down. Gently rock the knees side to side. Release. Reset. So scoot forward, lift the spine, hold on behind your left knee, and cross your ankle. Good. Flex the foot, press those toes back. And then we're switching right hand behind you, left arm reaches up. Exhale, twist your torso, bring the arm to the foot. Press your tricep into the foot and foot kicks back into the arm. Keep lengthening through the spine, reach up tall, through the top of the head, and breathe. With every inhale, think about lengthening. And with each exhale, twist a little deeper. Good. If you're still feeling tightness in this hip crease, you're gonna get it out now. Let go of that tension. Good, last inhale. And exhale, release, unwind, plant the foot down. Good, rock those knees side to side. From here, bring the soles of your feet together, holding on around the feet, scoot in a little closer towards your heels, Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. You could grab your blocks and slide them underneath the knees for some extra support. Lengthen your spine, hold here, close the eyes, let your shoulders drop down. We're just gonna take a few breaths here, holding in our posture. Giving yourself a little bit of time to slow down, reconnect to your breath, reset in the body. And if your mind has begun to wander, if you're moving on to the next thing that's happening in your day, see if you can let those thoughts go. Come back to just being present right here and now, using that focus on the breath to keep the mind steady and calm. Take another inhale, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, begin to hinge forward, flat back, maybe just a few inches. If you can come deeper, you'll head there. But only going as far as you can before you start to feel any rounding through the upper back. Keep sending your chest, your head forward as you let those knees open and drop towards the floor. Inhale, rise. You can blink the eyes open. Hold on to the outer edges of the knees, pull the legs together, and then we're gonna take those legs open into a straddle stretch once more. Now you might be able to get those legs open a little wider than when we started class. But be careful, if you feel strain in the backs of the knees, bring the legs in a little bit closer. Press down into the heels, keep your legs active here. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, hinge forward. You can walk forward onto your fingertips. You can come to the forearms. Maybe if you're feeling super open now through those hips, you can get your chest to the ground. You might reach towards your ankles. So you're gonna take it at whatever level you are ready for. Maybe grab a block, bring it underneath your head. 3 breaths here. On your next inhale, gently begin to rise back up. Draw the knees in. And we're gonna come down onto the back. Slowly lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. Go ahead and walk your heels in. If you have a block, you might wanna grab it for a supported bridge pose. On an inhale, lift your hips up. And then you could grab that block and slide it underneath the sacrum on any level that feels good for you. If you don't have a block, just regular bridge. You might interlace the fingers underneath you, bring those shoulder blades a little closer together. And hold for 2 full breaths. If you're on a block, go ahead and lift the hips. Slide the block out from underneath you and exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Walk, heel toe your feet open towards the outer edges of your mat, and then just allow the knees to knock in towards each other. Letting those hip creases soften and relax. Go ahead and bring the knees apart. You're just going to drop both knees over to the right, wide twist to the side here. Back through center and drop both knees over to the left. Come to center, pull your knees in towards you. Hold on to the left shin, send your right leg straight forward. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, switch legs, right knee and left leg lengthens. Good, inhale one more time, each side, exhale, switch legs. Inhale, exhale to switch. Inhale, exhale, knees in, lift the soles of the feet towards the ceiling for a happy baby pose. Grab onto your big toes or the outer edges of your feet and pull your knees down. Send your tailbone forward. Try to get the sacrum in contact with the mat, or at least closer to the floor. By shooting that tailbone forward, lengthening the spine. Maybe take a little rock side to side if that feels good, a little massage along the low back. From here, pull your left heel in towards your pelvis and extend your right leg straight like bow and arrow legs. Gently switch, pulling that right heel in close, extend your left leg long. Now both legs together, extend that right leg open, take it into a straddle stretch on your back. If it's too much to keep a hold of the feet, you can lower the hands, bringing the hands to the outer shins, the knees, or even the thighs, wherever you can get a hold of. Just opening up through the whole front side of the body, spread wide across the collarbones. Feel your chest open as you lift your heart towards the ceiling. Find a little space and spread across the belly. Opening up through those inner thighs. Arms and legs wide. Good, last breath. Exhale, bend the knees, draw the legs back together. Give yourself a final squeeze. Lift your forehead up towards your knees. And exhale, lower all the way down for Shavasana, final rest. Bring the tips of the shoulder blades closer together. And let your palms open up towards the ceiling, arms away from the torso. Just feeling that spaciousness, that release that we cultivated throughout the class today. Notice how your body's feeling now, what changes have occurred over this last hour. And again, allow your mind to settle. Releasing thoughts. So even though thoughts are not going to stop happening, as we have thoughts, we can stop ourselves from getting caught up in them. You can just notice the thought and then let it go. Come back to the breath, letting go of your breath control, but still noticing the rhythm of your breathing. Let every muscle of your body get heavy. Feel yourself just pulling down into the mat as gravity presses down on you. Keeping your eyes closed. Begin to deepen your breath, bringing awareness back to the body. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle your wrists and your ankles. And inhale, you can reach your arms over your head, lengthening out. And an exhale, draw your knees up towards your chest. Rock over to your right side. Just take a moment on your side. Slowly bringing movement back into the body. No need to rush. As you're ready, gently press yourself all the way back up to seated. Try to keep your eyes closed. Bring your hands onto your knees. Check in with your hips. How are they feeling? Hopefully a little bit less tense, a little bit more spacious. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, draw your palms together at heart center, bowing your chin towards your chest. Take a moment of gratitude at the end of your practice. Thank yourself for showing up, for making this time, being open to creating change in your body, in your mind, in your attitude, in your spirit.